Okay. So this is the third time I've tried to record. No record of the read. They are not uploading for whatever reason. So I'm gonna try this one more again. Well, I'm gonna keep it real short, because that was an hour and some change. It was no hour, no change. Close to an hour. It was definitely about an hour, for sure though. And I'm like, virtue goes into these. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. And so it can be draining. The drain big, bitch. Ain't that what that dude on that reel was saying? Bottom of the deck, we have Seahorse here. So things may be going through a really emotional time right now. But bravery did come out in the last read. Not in this deck, but in a completely different deck. But just be brave right now. It's complete upgrade. You have done a complete overhaul. Okay, and the energy is so powerful right now that you are creating your own trajectory. How do you want your life to move forward? You can create that. You need to see it, feel it, and imagine it. Okay, that was the main theme of the read. So this is about us being in a state of meditation, doing crystal work as well. Bottom of the deck of the first set of clarifiers, we have creating conflict. So again, that's that emotional energy. You have someone around you possibly trying to create conflict. Could be an aunt. Could have, a mother and an aunt gossiping about, someone in their life, because they're not choosing to do life the way they did, But the vibration is completely different. We're not in that energy of force. We're not in that energy of the patriarch. We are now embodying the matriarchal energy, which is the energy of receiving. But a lot of women don't know how to receive, right? Because they've been forced into a state of action and having to do for selves. In a lot of cases, just to be free and not to feel like an object. This did come out in the last read that we did, the Peace card. Main energy for this read is I tried to use you for my benefit, but you're too powerful. It backfired on me. You got some people that are getting karma. These are people in which it says you're putting their happiness before your own. Reclaim your birthright. All right. They were able to use you in the past because you were putting their happiness before their own. But now that you have switched that up, they can no longer use you, and anything that they try against you at this point and right now is backfiring on them because you have reclaimed your birthright, right? So we have 6 months. So over the next 6 months, you are, I feel like, stepping into your energies as you can do this. Over the next six months, you are really going to really focus on yourself and stop putting other people's happiness before your own, because that's creating unnecessary conflict on your journey. It's time for you to balance out your emotions. And so it may be tough for you to tell these people no, or for you to cut off that energy. But you must do it. It says their life is falling apart. Anyone that has been trying to use you for their benefit, their life is falling apart. Their life is falling apart because you're not putting their happiness before, your own anymore. Look at that, healthy boundaries. Their life is falling apart simply because you put up healthy boundaries and you're pampering yourself and you're happy. They do not understand how you can be happy in your own energy. It is fucking with their heads. Next card that we're clarifying, sit by or in water. So that has to do with the emotions again. And we have that seahorse energy. The seahorse here is helping you to sit in your emotions and through your emotions. As you know, something may throw you in a tailspin when it comes to someone retaliating on you for reclaiming your power and reclaiming your birthright, and not putting their happiness before your own. Someone is really trying to target you and punish you for that, and it may hurt your feelings or whatever, but know that ultimately it's going to backfire on these people. And these are people who play, in and out games. Spirit says release this person. And like it says, that's not your story anymore. You putting someone else's happiness before your own, that's not your story anymore. And it says rebirthing your own inner child. You are reparenting yourself. And it says put yourself out there. You've been putting other people's happiness before your own, trying to heal them before you really step out on your own. You may have wanted to make sure everyone in your circle, close family or whatever, you wanted to make sure they were good before you really put yourself out there. But Spirit is saying, you've done that long enough, and actually it's now becoming to the point where you are enabling them. And the enabling card did come out in the read that I just did before this. You are enabling these people by putting their happiness before your own and playing small. You are enabling these people, okay? And it's time to stop allowing them to use you for their benefit, because they are never, nothing you do is going to be good enough. Nothing you do will be good enough. What do you look like trying to save somebody that don't want to be saved? You've been putting a lot of energy into these people, trying to, elevate them so that you can bring them with you as you elevate. But you need to be at peace and have peace at leaving them where they stand, because anything else is creating too much conflict, okay? Yes, it may be very emotional, may be really tough, but call on the energy of Seahorse, because it will protect you from and guide you through challenging times, especially on an emotional level. Okay, underneath this Seahorse card, it says you are loved. And that's the reason why you try so hard to help people, but that is creating too much conflict and stagnancy in your own life. You're putting other people's happiness ahead of yours, ahead of your own, too much. Okay, call on the energy of Seahorse to bring you that protection, and to help you outmaneuver negative forces, and to bring grace. Grace was a card that did come out in the read that didn't upload, whatever. But clarifying with hold and praise, we have speed learning. So we have downloads and uploads. Okay, speed learning. I literally spoke about this in the last read that didn't upload. Right? It was saying that you may be doing things in a way and you are doing things in a completely different way. You are trailblazing. You are a trailblazer. You are creating a new path. So the way that you go about achieving and attracting abundance to you is completely different from the ways of the old. The ways of the old was the patriarchal way of trying to force things, toiling the soil or whatever. But now we're in a frequency to where that knowledge can just be dropped to you if you are open to abundance, if your energy is open to it, right? If you have that belief there, if you believe in it. And look, it says speed learning, and then the next card to clarify with hold and praise is learning a new skill, learning more about your own existing skill, Page of Pentacles type energy. So we have two cards speaking about learning, and this is Spirit saying, no, you're not gonna have to toil to get this knowledge. It's just going to be dropped onto you because you set up those healthy boundaries, because you know how to be at peace. Okay? Because you have accepted and learned that this is not your story anymore. Because you are rebirthing your own inner child. You are taking that power back into your hand. And because you are taking that power back and you saying that is not my story anymore, and you're standing on it, not allowing anyone else to change your mind or to make you feel like, oh, that's stupid, because you're taking that stance and you're sitting in your emotions, you are owning your emotions, you are owning your beliefs, they just gonna drop that knowledge in there on you. You're gonna get downloads, uploads, and you're gonna tap in more over the next 6 months. You're gonna be tapping in more and developing this new gift, this new skill. And look, didn't I say this? It says what you look like trying to be their keeper and they don't want to be kept. Okay? That's that enabling energy. Okay? Again, it doesn't matter what you do. It's not going to be good enough, because this is coming out next to the withholding praise card. Look at that. But God is, here we go, protecting you with the seahorse energy. Rejection is God's protection. Okay? Let them, they just showing you their true colors. If they can't, give you that support, then fuck them. Okay? They are so gung-ho about, being better than you, or not allowing you to take the leadership role in which you have been, outgrew them. Their ego is so inflated that they cannot allow you to lead, and that's stifling them. But you're no longer waiting for their permission. Okay, it's time for you to step out there. And then we have the best energy, and when it comes to the rejection is God's protection. Now you just thank him, like, well, thank you for showing me who you are, how far you can go with me on this journey. It looks like I'm gonna have to leave you right here. I'm gonna love you from a distance. I love you, but I'm no longer carrying your burden. I'm no longer about to walk you through this. And this was part of the message of the reading that did not upload. Okay, it's creating too much conflict in your life. Okay, so you need to be at peace at leaving these people behind. In the read that I just did, it says the card that came out was lose some to gain all, and to use your voice. Again, in the use your voice card right here with speed learning and learning a new skill, you may not be the best singer, but Spirit gonna drop that into you, gonna download into you that the voice is going, that Spirit is gonna download into you whatever it is that you fucking need. You just need to be open to abundance. That's what the last read just was saying as well. The card also says you are creating your trajectory, rebirthing your inner child. This is the energy of rebirth. What skills, what attributes, what characteristics would you tell your inner child? What I'm saying? You have that chance to reprogram your inner child. It's a clean slate, right? So, rejection is God's protection. Leave these people where they are over the next 6 months. I feel like you're about to be really distancing yourself from these people. They're no longer going to be able to use you, because now you see like what you look like trying to save them, and they don't want to be saved. You spent enough time. Now it's time to fly. It's time to fly. You've been dormant and earthbound for long enough. Time for you to soar through the other dimensions that you have access to, but you have been playing small. It's time to stop playing small. Dream big, bitch. That card did come out in the last read. I'm just saying. Oh, I wish I can find that reel. If I can find that reel, I'm going to post that as a short here on YouTube. But anyway, all right, family. I'm going to leave it right there. Hope they helped in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Love you all. And until next time. Peace.